Good morning, beautiful people of the world. Good morning. How are you? It is Thursday, Throwback Thursday. It is July 17th, 2025. And today is two people that are very dear and near to me birthday. Today is one of my besties' birthday. And today is a first cousin's birthday. Both of them have the same birthday. So, I am so excited about another day that the Lord has made, and then it to celebrate life. Amen, somebody. Amen. As you see, your girl got her hair cut off. And it was shocking to some and to not some. Passion for Fashion, Metal Shrubs, and D all guessed that I was going to cut my hair off. And I think it was maybe one more person who made mention that they thought I would cut it all off, which I did. And as you see, it ain't messed up, because I don't sleep wild and crazy, number one. Number two, my hair pretty much holds. She used hairspray, but not a lot. Some spritz, but again, not a lot. But it does hold, and I thank God for that. And yes, I put these lashes back on. I love my eyelashes. A couple of you all will say, "Oh, Cece, you don't need lashes. You don't need lashes." I know. I just like the way they make my eyes look. I just feel like they make me look better. I'm gonna cut through here. That's just my opinion. Everybody may not agree with that, but I do like my lashes. I really, really do. It looks like it's going to rain again. Oh shoot, I just realized I left my raincoat in the beauty shop. I'm gonna have to go get it. I'm gonna have to text my stylist. I just remembered that I left it. I had my raincoat when I went in there. I just remembered I left it in the beauty shop. I hung it up because it was wet. So I'm gonna have to let her know that I left it. But yeah, but I did cut it off. I feel a little weird because, you know, I had my hair pulled back in that bun for a long time. I wore the ponytail for 2 years. I started wearing a ponytail in 2023. And I'm going to do a video showing you all my many hairstyles of me wearing my hair short. This is not the first time I've had my hair short. I've worn my hair short, and even shorter than this. All the way short. I wore my hair like that for years. Wore my hair short for years. Years. And around this person, and I wore it like that for years. Many years. So this is not the first haircut, and you know, this was the first time that my hair grew that far down to my shoulders, because you know, you drive like a fucking snail, then you in the wrong lane, then you get over here. Oh, these people, I tell you. Make sure I ain't around you. Behind you when you driving. Drive like a damn snail. Anyway, so I wore it like that for many years. And she had started, I had my hair real short, real short. And then my hair, whatever I was putting in my hair, wasn't her, it was me. Like to make it curly. It broke my hair off. So, it broke my hair off. And so I had to, I was just wearing it real short. And she got my hair to grow back. And she said, this is how we gonna grow your hair back. I'm not gonna put no heat on your hair. I'm not gonna curl your hair. I'm gonna start to rod your hair. So she would rod my hair with the rollers, and I would get under the dryer, and that grew my hair. And that's how my hair got to be that length. So after it got so long, I was like, I don't want to wear the rods anymore because my hair would frizz up. So she said, okay. She said, well, what you think about a ponytail? So I was like, yeah. That will work. I was like, yeah, a ponytail will work. So I had so much gray hair. Or something, I don't remember how it went. So the color, because my hair was blonde and then she had bleached it, she said, I'm gonna give you a rinse. So she put a blue rinse in my hair, and I love that blue hair. So I had a blue rinse in my hair for the longest. And then I was tired of that. And I said, I want to go back to being blonde. Because actually we put the rinse in and started riding it so my hair would be healthy. So it would go back, it would grow. And it did. It got back healthy and it started to grow. Well, once it got healthy again, I was like, I want to go back to my blonde hair. That blue hair, that blue rinse, oh my God. That was so hard to cover, to get all of that out. But eventually she did. She was able to get it all out, and I went back to blonde. So I didn't want to cut my hair because I wanted it to get healthy. So that's how we came up with the ponytail. So I had that blue ponytail. That was in 2023. Because 2022 is when she started to start to get to be healthy again. So that was in 2022. And then 2023 is when I started wearing the blue ponytail. And then she was able to get that out. She gave me a rinse. That's why I kept telling people, the color that I have is not permanent color. It's a rinse, right? That's why it's not covering this gray, because it's not a permanent color. So then I went to the blonde ponytail. And y'all know I wore that ponytail so I had the blonde ponytail. So it started out with the blue, then went to the blonde. And that was in 2023. We're in 2025. So I wore it for 2 years. And as you all know, I've been on this platform talking about my hair, talking about I wanted to do something different with my hair. And you all have heard me talk about, braids. I talked about getting the braids and all of that. And I was going to get the braids, but the more and more I thought about getting the braids, the more and more I thought about getting the braids, I thought about, okay, first of all, I'm just being honest. I don't have the wherewithal to sit for hours to get my hair done, okay? I'm not that patient. I'm going to be honest with you all. I really don't even want to sit under the dryer when I go to her. To me, that's long enough. I don't have the patience for that. I'm tender-headed. My scalp is sensitive. I don't know if I could stand to have some braids on my scalp and they would be tight. Because although people say, oh, I don't braid tight. you got to get those braids tight. They got to be tight in order for them not to be loose and fall out. So I thought about it. I said, do I want to spend $250 getting something that I, A, may not like, B, has to sit and wait for them to, for me to do it, and then, is it going to break my scalp out? Because like I said, my skin is so sensitive, even my scalp. So I went back and forth, and I was like, I don't know what I want to do. So I had said that I wasn't buying no more of the weave hair that she was wrapping around, making it into a ponytail. I was done with that. I can tell you how much money I have spent on that type of hair. I have spent money. I have bought that weave hair. I have spent up to $100 on that hair, getting that hair, pretty hair. So, y'all know, then I went and I found the curly. I really like that. I really, really like that, where it had the 2 combs and it had the curls. I really like that. And so, the last time she did the weave and made me the ponytail with the hairpins, my scalp was so sore. And that's when I took it off. And I was going to, you got a whole nother lane over here, bro. I took it off. And that's when I went to my friend's 60th birthday party. And I put that little curly thing on. I was like, I'm taking this ponytail off because it was really making my hair sore, my scalp sore. Your car already tore the fuck up, and you trying to run me off the road. Anyway, so I said, I'm going to, you see how how jacked up this car look. I mean, tore up. The whole panel going around the wheel just tore up. Anyway, so I took it off and I put that on. So I had bought a few of those. They were cheap. They were like $5 or whatever. And so I knew that I needed a edge up because my hair was a little nappy, little curly, little frizzy. So I was like, I was just in the mirror and I was putting the gel on. I was tired of doing that, gelling it down, slicking it down. I don't like to wear bonnets going to bed. I did not put no bonnet or no scarf on this last night. I just went to bed. I don't like bonnets. I don't like scarves. I don't like that. I don't like none of that. I don't like sleeping in them. I put no shower cap on when I get in the shower. I just don't. I don't do none of that stuff. That stuff makes me sweat even more with the hot flashes. That stuff, it irritates. It pulls on this pinched nerve in my neck. So I knew that I needed an edge up. So I was standing there in the bathroom last week, and I was just looking at my hair, and I was like, it's time to go back, Sherelle. It's time to go back. It's time to go back to what you know. It's time to go back to the old you. You've worn it like that for years. You know how to manage your hair. You know how to do your own hair. You know how to slick it down. You know how to, all these things I was telling myself. I said, it's time to go back. It's time. So I was, going back and forth in my mind. And again, I stood there another day, looked at it. And I said, okay, it's time. So I sent her a text. And her name is Kim. And I said, hey, Kim. And she and I are more like girlfriends and client hairstylists, because I've been going to her before Christopher was born. So I've been with her, and she and I have been through a lot of life changes. Her mom dying, her son being shot, he almost died. The girl that he was in the car with, Lakeshore Drive was tied up, and I was in that traffic, had no idea it was about her son. The girlfriend that he was with, they killed her. They just shot up the car right here on Lakeshore Drive. I've been with her when that happened. He was shot another time. He was a teenager. I've been with her through that. I know her husband. She's been married to her husband for over 30-some years. I was with her when her daughter had a surgery, some serious surgery. Went through that with her. I've been knowing her for so long. And like I said, I was going to her way before I even had Christopher. Christopher is 17. So, we have a real, unique client stylist relationship. I've been to her house. She's been to my house. We've never had a falling out. We've never had an argument in 30 years. She did some shit that has pissed me off, like, not showing up and, acting like maybe she was. I don't know. She did some things that pissed me off. She know it. But we never had a argument. She's always apologized. Baby, I'll take some money off of your hair. You know what I'm saying? We're the same age. She'll be 55 August 22nd. And, whatever I ask her to do or whatever, she's always honest with me. I did tell her that I was going to get... And when I tell you I'm a faithful client, because she's lost a lot of clients, because a lot of her clients are natural now, natural hair, braids, or whatever. I have stuck with this woman. I have stuck. So Meadow was asking me how much did my hair cost, because I actually sent Meadow the video and the pictures before I posted it on YouTube, because he had asked me about my hair. We were talking about it in a text. So I sent him a snippet and showed him the after before I showed it to you all. Felt like I owed that to Meadow, because Meadow is always, trying to help me with my YouTube channel. And he's just a real, a really, really good friend. So, I probably get on Meadow's nerve, and at times, he might be irritated with me at sometimes, because, I be all over the place, but he will help me with my YouTube channel. Passion for Fashion, she helps me with my YouTube channel. They know a lot more than I know. Life with Marlene, same thing. And so I sent it to Meadow first, and because Passion, Meadow, and D guessed it. And I think it was 2 other people that said, I think you're gonna get your hair cut off. I think you're gonna go back to a short hairstyle. So I sent it to Meadow, and I didn't tell him I was getting ready to post a video, but I sent it to him first. He was just like, oh my God, CC, oh my God. So I told him, I said, Meadow, this is not the first time I've had my hair this short. So I said, I've worn my hair short for over 30-some years. And he was like, he wants to see what different, basically it's been like this. So what I'm going to do, since Meadow said to me he wants to see some pictures of me with my short hair from past years, I'm going to do a video, a still video showing you all what my hair has been like for the last 30 years, by it being Throwback Thursday. Okay, I'm going to post it today when I get it together. What is you doing right here? You was going to come to a full stop on the expressway, and it ain't no... What we doing here? I'm confused. So yeah, so that's it, y'all. That's it, you know. And like I said, I've built a friendship, relationship with her, and you know, she's my stylist, but she's also my friend, you know. And I've been with her since when her son had his first child. She's a grandma. Her granddaughter is born on my birthday, February 11th. Granddaughter and I have the same birthday. And so yeah, we have a long relationship and history with each other. And like I said, in 30 some years, we've never had an argument. She has pissed me off, and I probably have pissed her off too. But you know, the words that we've had has never been. I've never left her. That's what I'm saying. I have never left her. She always smokes my hair. I've sent numerous people to her over the years to get their hair done. I've sent her so many clients, and it cost $110 to get my hair relaxed yesterday. I got a relaxer, and if you don't know what a relaxer is, it's just a chemical to straighten the hair for black women. Now, before you all get on here talking about the chemicals and relaxers and giving black women cervical cancer, I know about that. The relaxer, kind of relaxer that I have, is a very mild relaxer. Okay, very mild. My hair is soft. It's not, I don't have coarse hair. I will have this relaxer. I won't have to do that again for months. That's the type of hair I have, you know. So I know that, you know, some of you all will get on here and say, oh, you shouldn't have got a relaxer. You know, you should be natural because of that. I understand that. I do. I trust God. That's all I'm gonna tell you. I'm not gonna be scared about nothing, you know. But I don't get a relaxer that often. The type of relaxer that I have is a very mild relaxer. What is going on right here? Oh, you turning. Where you going? So, you know, I don't get a relaxer often. And every relaxer don't have the same thing in it. So I don't know what these relaxers were that did cause black women cervical cancer. I don't know. My heart goes out to anybody dealing with cancer of any kind, or whatever the cause may have been for them dealing with it. But it is what it is. So, you know, I did get it, you know, I did get it relaxed, and that's that. So, what time is it? 6:04. He could have been interned. Ain't no comment. I mean, how long you gonna sit here? I'm just saying. You sat there at the light forever when nothing was coming. You could have been in turn. And you was only going right here. Hold on. I was not walking all the way back there. Woo! This parking lot is awful. I apologize for the rocking. Woo! Yeah, I'm not walking through there. I'm gonna I'll get here early enough to park right there and punch in. I'm finna ask them about changing my hours for real. Anywho, so yeah, that's the story with the hair. But I was ready for a change. So that's what I did, y'all. That's what I did. And no regrets. No regrets. No regrets. But I appreciate y'all's support. I appreciate y'all liking it, all the comments. You know, it's always one ignorant person, but it wasn't about my hair. You know, I had that dress on Tuesday. You know, that colorful dress. And it's always a guy. It's always a guy. I'm sure he was a black guy. Just said, oh, you make me want to eat a bag of Starburst. And my comment back to him, I just did the emoji. Like, I don't understand, and I will never understand why people cannot keep it moving. But they can't. They just cannot. So, concealer on. It's looking awfully dark out here. I was on my way to the beauty shop yesterday. And oh my God, it is storm. It was something ridiculous. So yeah, so I'm glad that I cut it off. I'm glad that I cut it off. And I really don't think that my mother wanted me to cut it. She was kind of acting like she wasn't too happy about it. But, you know, like I said, I know how to do my own hair. for whatever reason. But, you know, I was just ready. I was ready. I was tired. I was tired of wearing it like that with the little doodad, the little, you know, the little curly thing. I was just tired. I was like, I don't want to wear it like this no more. So that's why I changed it, because I didn't want to wear it like that no more. And it does feel weird, but it feels weird because I had it long for so long, you know. I like the ponytail. I did. I felt like it took some years off of me. But I also feel like a short hairstyle does that too, you know, for me. I used to have really, really long hair. I mean, all the way down. But of course, you know, as the years go, as you get older, as the years go, your hair changes. Menopause, your hair changes. Getting older, your hair changes. And what works for me is what really essentially works for me is a short hairstyle. I love braids. I love the way they look on other people. I just don't know how they would be for me. You know, I don't know. So I just didn't want to spend the money, and then it didn't work. You know, so I just went back. Sometimes you have to go back to what you know, not what you think you know. And this is what I know. And although wearing it in that ponytail with that weave, although it was easy to maintain, but so is this, you know, so is this. So, you know, I'm satisfied with my decision. So you know, you have to, whatever decision you make, you have to be happy with it, whatever that may be. So I feel like I made the right decision for me. And when I worked behind the garbage truck, my hair was short. One year I cut it all off because it was a real hot summer, and that was when I let her I was a bleach blonde, but it was that blonde, it was too strenuous for my hair, and I think that's what broke my hair off. So once I came out of that, I was natural. I didn't have no perm. She cut all the perm out. But once I tried to go back to the relaxer, and once I was ready to start getting the curl, that's when it broke off. So, you know, it's healthy. It's healthy now because for 2 years, I had no perm all over, no relaxer all over. For 2 years, I was not letting her put any heat. She wasn't curling my hair with no curling iron. So it is healthy. It is healthy. It's thin, and it's going to always be thin because my hair has always been thin. guess you ain't gonna get no part today. Let's see, go down on that end. We got concealer on. So, what else did I want to talk? Oh, this is what I've been wanting to tell y'all. So you all remember I told you all the story about Joe and Joey, and that Joey had found Joe's money at the job, and he said that he was going to wait to payday to the 7th to give Joe, wait a minute, whatever it was, he was going to wait to the 7th to give Joey back his money. Well, the 7th came and went. So when my bestie asked Joey, did Joe give you your money back? He said no. And we are on day 16. We got paid on the 7th. He has yet to give Joey his money back. Now, if you wasn't here for that story, the story was, there's two guys that work on the job. Joey lost $100. Joe found it the same day that Joey lost it. The next day, when Joe came in, he asked around to my friend and somebody else, did anybody see $100? Well, Joe picked the $100 up, and my friend was with him, was working with him, and saw that he was telling another co-worker that he had found this money in the employee parking lot. Just the fact that you found it in the employee parking lot, you had to know that it was somebody that worked in the building, okay? So she told him, she told Joe, that's Joey's money, because he came in this morning asking about it. So he was looking all strange or whatever, and he was like, well, you know, well, I need it, so when we get paid on the 7th, I'll give it back to him. He has not. Let me say this, and I said this to you all, and I said this to my girlfriend and my mother and my niece and everything. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you what I know. If you find some money, what is that? It looks like bird nest. If you find some money and you don't give it back to the person the day that you found it, you're not going to give it back. I knew he wasn't going to give him that money back. Because when you found out that it was his money, when you found out that it was Joey's money, why didn't you just give it to him? Understand what I'm saying? Why didn't you just give it to him? All this, I'm going to wait till the 7th to give him the money and all of this old bullshit. No, you should have gave him his money back. As soon as you found out that money belonged to Joe or Joey or whatever, you should have gave him his money back, because you knew that you found it, and you knew that this person had told you that this person had lost it. So why you didn't give it back? And somebody on here, when I told the story, said he could be fired because he found the money in the employee parking lot and he didn't turn it in. And I didn't think about that. That never popped up in my mind, you know. It's just that it would be hard to prove. And see, they don't have cameras. They have cameras, but they don't have cameras in that area for somebody to have, you know, to have seen that. But you know, it's just unfortunate that people are dishonest. it's unfortunate that people are not honest about, people are not honest to say, you know, I found your money and here's your money. I told my mother, I said, I just don't understand how people sleep well at night. My mother said they sleep well every night and they don't care. I just couldn't do that to nobody, y'all. I just could not. I could not do that. I couldn't. So Joey told my friend, he said, yeah. He said, you were on vacation last week. He said, and I saw him. He said he speak to me every morning. He said he stood right here and he had a whole conversation with me and never mentioned my $100. See, me, I would have had to have confronted him. I would have said to him, listen, you know, and you were told the day that I came back asking about it, you were told that it was my money. You kept it. The 7th came and went. You never gave me my $100. $100 is a lot of money today. You know, it really is, because if I lose $10, I'm upset. But to lose 100, that's a lot of money to lose. I know some people will sit back and say, well, not really. But it is. I got $100 right now that somebody sent to me over in my Cash App. I ain't spent it yet. Because after I pay this mortgage, on the 22nd next week, I'm going to need that $100. You understand what I'm saying? So $100 is a lot to lose. And it's a lot to lose and know that a motherfucker got it and just holding it and not giving you your money back just because they don't want to give you your money back. That's wrong. It's just wrong, 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 wrong. And then you gonna stand in this man's face and talk to him like ain't nothing happened? Like, are you serious? Are you serious right now? I just don't understand. I just don't understand how you can feel comfortable knowing that you're gonna see this person. You know you're gonna see him. Y'all work in the same spot. You know you're gonna see him. I just don't get it. But he didn't give it back to him. And I kept on saying, I said it to her, and I said it to my mama and my sister and my niece. I said, when I was telling them the story, I said, he ain't gonna get that money back. I said, if he didn't give it back to him the day he found it, he ain't giving it back. And he didn't. That's just bogus as hell. I'm telling you, I don't know how people sleep at night. I just don't. I just don't. I don't get it. I don't understand it. But he didn't give it back. He did not. And it's really unfortunate that in this day and age, you know, it's sad to say that you just can't trust people. You know, that people always trying to get over. You know, it goes back to what I said about that other situation. You know, you think people are sincere. You think people, I hope he don't come over here. I feel like being involved. You think that, you know, let me say this to y'all. I know y'all think I'm a bitch, but let me say this. Since COVID, I have a real issue. I know he can't hear me. Since COVID, I have a real issue with people kissing me. And this man right here, he's a driver. Very nice man. Very, very nice. Every time he sees me, he hugs me and he wants to kiss me on my cheek. It's not in a sexual way. He's just a sweet guy, right? But I don't want your wet lips on my I just put my makeup on. And even if I didn't have on makeup, I don't want your wet lips on my lips. I don't want you kissing me on my cheek. I just don't. Only person that kissed me on my cheek is my mama and Christopher. And if I had a man, you know, I'd be kissing him on the lips. But I don't want you kissing me on my cheek. And I'm like, and so I didn't know how to tell him that because I don't want to be mean to him, to this man, right? So the other day, yesterday, he saw me, and I be trying to avoid him because I don't want him to kiss me. So yesterday I saw him, and what I did was I turned my head another way. So I turned my head another way so he would know I don't want no damn kiss. I don't. I don't want no kiss. It's nothing but men that work here. I work around all men. And I'm going to say this. Some of them are so thirsty to see a woman. You know, they just see you and they just want to hug you and all of that. And I don't mind that. I don't want no kiss though. I don't want no kiss on the cheek or the forehead or my hand. Listen here, keep your lips off of me, please. Please. I'm just saying. So yesterday, I think he knew because I turned a certain way, like, I don't want no kiss. I don't. And I know I might be funny or whatever, but I'm like, I just don't want no kiss. But anyway, my shirt, just so you know what my shirt says, Dolores, I think Dolores is still on my channel. She always asks me, what do my shirt say? It says, I am not the bigger person. I suggest you leave me alone. And it's a pink shirt, and it's long. When I say long, you know, it comes over. It come down long enough. I got on some blue jeans with it. I miss wearing my yoga pants and my regular black pants. So yeah. So that's all. I wanted to tell you all about that. I wanted to tell you all about Joe and Joey and the money situation. I want to talk about my hair. I am going to do that little video to show you all Throwback Thursday, what I used to look like. All the many hairstyles of Cece. But I just want to thank you all for always supporting me, for always supporting my channel. I really, really want to say thank you to those of you all that are so loyal to me. Angel sent me an email yesterday, and the loyalty that Angel has for me, and for all of you all that are so loyal to me, so loyal, I just appreciate you all so very, very much. Meadow is so loyal. Passion for Fashion, Wilma, Dolores, Brenda. I mean, you all are just so loyal to me. And there's so many more of you all. D. The names go on and on and on. One thing about being a good influencer is that when you're an influencer and you're the type of content influencer where you want to make sure your subscribers is getting a good deal, that you're telling your subscribers about the truth, about what's going on, people trust you. And I feel that you all trust me, and that means a lot to me. And so I want to always make sure that I am not ever doing anything to lose your trust and your friendship. And that means so very much to me. It really, really does. And the love that you all show me, and the kindness, and just always being on my team and always supporting me, it touches my heart in a way that you will never understand. And I love what I do. I do this because of the people that I've connected with. Not so much for the money, not so much for the numbers or the notoriety, and all of those things will come and will help, but it's also for the connection, for the friendship, for the love, for that, and that's why I go live, to connect, so you all can see me live. I don't have to catfish anybody over here on YouTube. Okay, I'm a real person that has real life situations like anybody else. But when you all email me, and you all talk to me, and D emailed me yesterday, Angel emailed me yesterday, I talked to Passion through email the other day, Meadow and I will text or call each other, Brenda and I will email or message in Facebook, and she also will call me. A lot of you all that I've consider my friends here, you all have my number. And one thing Brenda told me, she said, I want to tell you, I have your number, but I do not want you to think, she said, some people just wear you out, calling you. She said, that's not me. And she said, that's why I want you to know that you can trust me with your number, with having your number. And I really appreciated that, because she's right. Sometimes people can wear you out, when they have your number. And so I appreciated her saying that. But I'm just appreciative of my friendship with you all, and how you all support me, and how you all show up for me. And that's when people really love you, when they really show up for you. One of my girlfriend's mother, this is a good girlfriend that I've known, same thing, for over 30 some years. Her mother died. It had to be, what's today? Today is Thursday. So she died, might have been Sunday or Monday. Her mother was 99 years of age. That's such a blessing, to live to be 99. 99? So she died the other day, And she's taking it so hard. And I told her, I said, don't let nobody tell you, well, you had her for 99 years, you know, um, you know, you've had her for 99 years, so like you shouldn't mourn and you shouldn't grieve. I said, I don't care how old they are. They still your mama, they still your daddy, and you still gonna miss them, So prayers out to Yvonne, my girlfriend. She's subscribed over here. Sometimes she does watch my YouTube channel. So just send some love and some prayers her way, because her and her mom, they were very, very, very close, like my mom and I. And if I understand. And for all of you all that are going through a loss, for all of you all that are going through a loss, for all of you all that are dealing with whatever it is that you may be dealing with, I'm just sending a lot of love and a lot of prayers to you. I wonder where he going. Being nosy. I'm just sending a lot of love and a lot of prayers to you all. That God will heal your heart. That God will heal your heart. It takes time. It takes time. Y'all know I was on here the other day, in tears, thinking about my dad. And it just don't really get no easier. You just learn to cope. I think about him all the time, but then I have some days where I don't think about him, because life is going on. Life is lifing, I don't know. My mother is 81 and she's very spry, and she doesn't act like an 81-year-old. She doesn't suffer from any type of dementia. She has some forgetfulness, but I think that's just with age. But I mean, she drives. She jazzy. Somebody on the video was talking about how good she walks. She's always exercising. She said she's trying to get her body in shape for the cruise. And she said she's going to be doing that dance where them fans at. And I would just be devastated if something happened to her. Even though she's, people say, oh, she's 81. Look how long she lived. God was good to her. Yeah, I know. And I still would probably hit the floor and pass out if something was to happen to her. And it's not that I don't know where my mother is going. I know my mother's going to heaven. I know that without a shadow of a doubt. My mother is a Christian woman. I mean, a devout Christian woman. She raised us in the church. She raised us to believe in God and to know God. And she lived her life as a godly woman. So I know where my mother is going. But even with that, even when you know God and you trust God and you believe in heaven and you know that they are in their heavenly home, your heart still hurts because you don't have that person in the physical presence. So just send some love and prayers her way. And then I want to thank you all for praying for my other two girlfriends that are very, very sick with cancer. Both of them wrote a post yesterday, and I was reading it to my mom. And my mother was just like, wow, they're only 55. They're the same age as me. We graduated from high school together. And so, although you all don't know them, one of my girlfriends, her name is Sharon. The other one, her name is Beverly. Sharon has breast and Beverly has stomach. So in your prayers, if you could just say their names: Yvonne, who lost her mom; Sharon, who has breast cancer; and Beverly, that has stomach cancer. I just ask for you all to just pray for them. Just pray for peace. Pray for healing. They both know the Lord. They both are Christians. Same thing. Yvonne's mom was a Christian. And so we know that when we leave here, that we're going to be with Jesus. But And there really isn't a but. It's just that it's still, because we're human and because we grieve, we still need God's comfort. And he understands our grief. He understands all of that, you know. For Sharon and Beverly, I'm just asking for that God gives them comfort. That God gives them that they will not suffer. Because, you know, suffering and being in pain, I'd rather leave. I'm serious. I'd rather leave. I'd rather for God to just take me on out of here than to suffer. So just whisper a prayer for them. Yvonne, Sharon, and Beverly. And I'm going to keep you guys in my prayers and your family and friends. I don't know what you specifically are going through. And then one of my subscribers on here, Dee, she emailed me and she was apologizing for missing watching my videos and being on the live because she's a moderator. And she was apologizing. And I want to say this to all of my moderators, and anybody that watches me. I know you all have your own lives. And you can't always be on my live to moderate. You can't always be here to watch my videos. I understand. I feel your love whether you here or you not. I know how you feel about me. I know your loyalty to me. So she was apologizing to me. She's going through some things. So I ask you all to pray for Dee as well, that you all say a prayer for her, that whatever it is she's going through, or whatever it is that she's been dealing with, that God will give her some healing and some comfort as well. But I want to say to you all that cannot always be here to watch the videos or to be on my lives, I understand, because you got a lot going on. I got a lot going on. You know, this is my platform, so of course I'm going to come on and I'm going to, you know, do things because I'm trying to keep the platform going. I'm trying to grow the YouTube channel. But I don't expect you all to always be here or show up here, because I understand you have a life. So when you do come here, I appreciate you coming here. I appreciate your love. I appreciate you so much, because you don't have to be here, but you are. And I appreciate that. But if you can't be here, I understand too. And I just appreciate her reaching out to me just to say that. That meant a lot to me, because she didn't have to say anything. It wasn't that I had missed her. It's just that I know, like I told you all, that's why I asked you all to email me, because when I don't see you here, I know something is going on, because I know the people that comment here, you know. I don't have that connection with everybody, you know. I don't have that connection with everybody here, but I have that connection with a lot of you all. So I just want to say to those of you that are here, thank you. And I also want to say that I'm sending out a prayer for everybody, and I'm asking you all to pray for me and for you all to pray for these 4 young ladies, Dee, Yvonne, Beverly, and Sharon. Okay? Yeah, that you all just say a prayer. So, you know, because, you know, life is just... Now, why are you getting so close? You gotta move over. Oh, you gonna have some dents in this damn car. What is...
Oh, yeah.
Okay. See how silly and goofy these men are? Ain't they goofy? Okay, that's much better. That's much... He just pulled out of here. I don't know where he went. Fred. I don't know. Maybe he was going. Well, maybe he went home. He didn't look like he felt that good, so maybe he left.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know what happened? What
Yeah.
happened to that electrician?
Who?
Remember when the one over there, the Puerto Rican cat who passed away in his truck?
Yes. Do you know it's been?
After that.
You know it's been 2 years
Yeah.
because it came up in my Facebook memories. Yeah. Yeah. You talking about Mars?
Mars.
Yeah. Yeah.
Remember the other Puerto Rican cat who died right here in the park?
Yeah.
too?
Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes you gotta take a day.
Yeah, or you just he had the time to retire, and I
So,
think his kids were all grown. He was
yeah.
good.
Yeah. Yeah. Some people just don't know when to go.
So if I could go at 55, not that way, but go like at 55,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
retirement, I'm taking it. I don't care. If
I don't blame you. I don't blame
I
you.
don't care if they tell me, oh, you went into 60, you get like 3 more grand. I'm like, I mean, it could be healthy as hell.
It's not even worth it. It's not worth it. Yep. Yep.
I want to enjoy just living a long life after retirement. And then if I have grandkids,
Right.
I want to take them to school.
I know.
You know,
I
be
know.
able to move around with them.
I know. I know. I agree. I agree.
All right, Cece.
All right. But you see how silly they are. I'm telling you, these men here, they so silly. They like little boys. And he gonna park over here, real close to my door. Okay, your car about to be fucked up. Cause if I can't get out this door, I'm gonna bang the shit out of that door. Anyway, so yeah, D, Yvonne, Beverly, and Sharon. Just say a prayer for them. I really appreciate y'all for doing that. So you all, I'm gonna let you all go. I still got a little time before I go in. I'm gonna let you all go. But I will see you all here on tomorrow. And tomorrow is what? Tomorrow is Friday. So today is Throwback Thursday. If you have a throwback memory you want to share, that's what we do here on Thursday. On Tuesday, we do Truthful Tuesday. On Wednesday, we just chat. On Thursday, it's Throwback Thursday. And then on Friday, baby, we party. Okay? We party on Friday. All right? So you all have a good, blessed day. And I'll see you back on here tomorrow on Friday. Don't forget to leave a comment in the comment section. Don't forget to pray for these ladies. Don't forget to pray for somebody else. We all need to just pray for somebody because we all need it. Amen, everybody. Amen. All right. God bless y'all. Have a good day. Okay. Bye. Mwah.